Yeah, this one broke my heart. Oh, good.
Yeah, any other kids from last year's?
Well, last year
Not
was,
last year, but the year before.
yeah, returning players are Cam Jarrett, uh, uh, Kelly, uh, Connor Kelly, Josh Fisher, Nick Paharic, but he's Nick Paharic, Ronnie Sheamus, but he's could be on the injured list.
Simons? He's had the. I don't know. Coach Simos, his son graduated.
Who?
Simos.
Yeah, oh yeah, he went to Bowdoin. Him and Ben McKenzie. All right, we're about almost ready to go. Grab them when they take the field. All right, go ahead. And the Hillers are taking the field. Josh Fisher, captain, lefty pitcher, going to Fairfield University, Division I school. Congratulations, Josh. Features a fastball about 84 miles an hour, a filthy curveball, and if he happens to have any runners on base, you better watch his feet because he's got probably the nastiest pickoff move in the Tri-Valley League. He's really worked hard when I first saw him as a 8-year-old in Little League. Told his father he should get some pitching lessons, and he did. And here he is, going to a D1 school. He got the start 2 years ago in the state championship game against St. Mary's, which Hopkinton lost 2-0. Well, you can't win games when you only get one hit. They faced a pitcher by the name of Bobby Alcock, who's now 6'5", 230 pounds, and is playing D1 down south. St. Mary's, for you old folk listening, was the high school that Tony Canigliaro went to. And then, of course, he went to the Red Sox, the first round draft pick. Passed away, unfortunately, at the age of 45. Ready for the first pitch. Fisher's going to start out of the stretch. There's a fly ball to center field. And that's over the head of the center fielder. That could be 4. And it is. I heard Coach Simos warn the outfielders that the ball would skid. And that ball was hit right on the screws to dead center. Well, that's a way to start off the game. 1-0, Medfield. There's a strike. Medfield's 2-0. They've scored 25 runs and given up a total of 5 and mercied both teams they faced. There's a curveball just outside. They beat up on Holliston 14-4 and pounded Westwood 11-1. There's a curveball. Oh, I didn't like that. Josh Fisher didn't like that either. Come on, Bricktaw. You get paid to call strikes. Sit down, young man. Nice breaking stuff by Josh Fisher. Here's Jack Goodman, shortstop. He is going to Pepperdine University. Quite the player. He'll enjoy the view from the main campus right over the Pacific Ocean. So fly ball into center field. Can of corn. Cam Mulvaney gets learned his lesson and backed up a little bit. Didn't want a repeat performance of Sam Palmer's bomb. Ben Leonard, the catcher. Outfield playing deep for Leonard. Two balls and a strike. You'll rarely see a ball get hit out in a fly to right field. Ball 3. 3-1. People are texting me. I must be very popular, being the color commentator and the play-by-play guy. It's ball 4. Coach Simos has his outfield backing up, wants to make sure a ball doesn't go through the gap. Sam Cornett. Fisted foul. Got to watch Josh Fisher over there. He's sneaky. He'll take that base away with his pickoff move. That was not his best move, not even close. But we'll see if Medfield has the book on Josh Fisher. There is some video out there on him. There's a fly ball in the left field, and that's going to drop in front of the left fielder. Right in on the fist. It's unusual to see Josh Fisher starting off this slowly, but Medfield's put on 25 runs so far this year. They can hit. Reach back for a little extra on that one, Josh did. One strike on the hitter. Snapped one off. Didn't get the call from Bricktaw. Early in the game, hasn't got the feel for that curveball yet. Up high, up high. Be nice if the scoreboard was working. I just lost the call. I just lost the count. I think it's 3-1. I've been wrong before. There's a swing and strike. We got fans from everywhere. We got fans from Wellesley, Massachusetts, Beijing, China. They all want to watch Hopkins and Hiller baseball. Counts 3-2. Runners will be off with the pitch. There's strike three. See you later. What did Steve say about watching the outfield? What did he say? He said, watch out, it's a poke. Dick Paharic leading off for Hopkinton. He came up as a freshman. Scrappy little player. Now he's got the starting shortstop role. Ball looked good. We'll take it, though. Josh Fisher doing his normal pacing in between innings. He's got to get his zen going. There's a fly ball in the right center field. That ball hangs up and gets caught. Wasn't particularly high. Medfield defense. Brett Nickerson at third base. Jack Goodman at short. Dennis Folan at second. It's a foul ball. Foul tip. Sam Cornett at first base. Thomas Shirtliff in left. Jack Collins in center. Ryan Murray in right. Ben Leonard catching the home run hitting Sam Palmer. There's a strike. Looks like he's a fastball, curveball pitcher, Palmer. People are out taking. Palmer's not throwing particularly hard, but this Gone family. That family is full of athletes. Every single one of them. There's a fly ball in the center field, and that's just like a frog, suction cups right up the side of my walls. Grew a beard, which I won't share with anybody. Ball in the dirt. Oh, it's actually not dirt, it's brown turf. Blocked nicely by Leonard. Locker's got a good lead down the third base line. Can get it bigger if he wants. Foul back. Jarrett returning. He played a couple years on the state championship team. He's going to Clarkson. Clarkson. It's going to be a golden night. Swing and a miss, strike three. No runs score for the Hillers. They come up short, and the score is 1-0 Medfield. The bottom of the second we go. 1-0. Medfield, boo, hiss. One run scored on a inside the park home run by Sam Palmer. A bomb to straightaway center. Called strike. See if Josh Fisher can get in the groove. You're listening to HCAM, Hillers Baseball. Now you can sit down, young man. The benches are nice and cool tonight. Second straight strikeout for Josh Fisher. That's why Fairfield University liked him and offered him the fly ball in the left field. High fly. No sun up there. Easy grab. 2 outs. Medfield's sending 7 kids to college. How do you like them apples? 2 to Westfield State. 1 to Skidmore. 1's going to be a jumbo at Tufts. What a stupid mascot name. 1's going to Penn to be a Quaker. 1's going to be a Skyhawk at Stonehill. And 1's going to Pepperdine, as I mentioned earlier. Nice pitch. Poured that one over right down Broadway. Thomas Shirt left, the 9-hitter. Looked like the 9-hitter with that swing. Down 0-2. I think the Uncle Charlie's coming right here. Just missed. You heard the umpire. Bricktaw say that was inside. Slow grounder over to Andrew Gahn, over to first. Un, deux, trois for Josh Fisher. It's one. Sam Palmer. Ball hit foul. A little late on that pitch. Larry Sacklad on play-by-play. And I'll introduce our color man, Larry Sacklad. Tom Nappy doing softball on the other field. And he's going to kill me because I haven't kept score. Swing and a miss. Andrew, the younger brother of Brian Gahn, former captain. Just graduated Franciscan University. Ground ball foul in the box. I thought he was taking engineering, but he majored in biology. Andrew Gahn, known for getting really dirty. And there's a swing and a miss, strike three. And Brian played soccer his 4 years at Franciscan. I think he set a record for wins. Grew a beard, too. That's upstairs, Bricktaw says. I don't know where the alumni are. Usually the alumni come down and watch their home team. Ball low. Strike on the inside corner. 2 balls and a strike. Two and two to Cooper. And he's going to ride some pine. Johnny Waters, the first baseman, stepping in against Palmer. There's a base hit in the right field. 8 up, Dennis Folan. Sort of exploded at his feet. Second hit for the Hillers. Lock with the triple to center. Big cut. One strike. Looks like Steve Simo's going to have to play the run game this year. Pick over. Back easy. Count is 2 balls and a strike. Pick over. Safe. I got a bad number here, so I don't even know who's up. 21 is not in my roster. Palmer doesn't want to throw that away. Ball up high. Pick over to first base too many times, bad things can happen. Although he doesn't have a big lead over there. Free pass. Don't want that to happen. Well, that was Mike Burney. There's a base hit into right field. That run's coming to the plate. And he slides in safe. Score is tied. Cam Mulvaney. Well, well, well. Man on first and second. Ooh. Medfield bench didn't like that. We'll give that a pass ball. Should have held on to that, Leonard. And on first and third, will Coach Simos cut Mulvaney loose and perhaps get into an intentional rundown? Or is he going to play it straight up with Paharik, his leadoff hitter? We shall see. The camera sees all. First baseman holding the runner over, and he's going to get picked. Oh, there's going to be an argument there. That was a really good pickoff move. I thought he had him. Burktaw and Levine having a conversation. They're going to leave it alone. I thought Palmer had him dead to rights, or at least leaning towards second base. Burktaw says play ball. Ball upstairs. I think that rattled Palmer not getting that call. Big lead over there at first base. Pick over. Back easy. Burney not creeping down the third base line very much. Nice pitch. 2 down. Palmer still worried about the runner at first. Looks over. Big cut. Big cut. Leonard popped up like he was going to throw down to first base, but wisely did not. Counts full. There's a little nubber over to Goodman, picks it up, and he throws it wide. He threw that ball wide, Mr. Pepperdine. I'm sure he doesn't make many of those. We got to go E6 on that. I'm sorry, young man. E6. Cornette had to come off the bag up towards the home plate side. Ball was hit very slowly, but he had enough time to make that play. 2-1 Hillers. So Medfield finds themselves in an unusual position. They're down a run. There's a fly ball into left field. And it's dropped. The run scores. Now Paharic should have been on third base if he had been running with 2 outs. I don't know whether Coach Simos is going to like that. He should be standing on third base. Well, I'm sorry. I'm scoring this. I'm going to have to give the kid an error. Because that was a big fatty of an error for Folan. And Paharic gets thrown out at third base. Josh Fisher was supposed to throw about 60 pitches today, but he hasn't come close. So Steve Simos watches the first pitch go into left field. Scores 3-1. Hopkinton. Swing and strike. Again, Josh Fisher has a great move over to first base. And there it is. Oh, he had him picked off. Had him dead. D-E-A-D, dead. He picked off a Westwood runner in the first game. I think he fooled Johnny Waters over there at first base. So Medfield finds himself with a runner at second base. So the guy that homered off Josh Fisher almost got picked off by his opposite number. Coach Simos wants him to get the runner at first base on the right side of the infield. There's a fly ball in the center field. Caught by Mulvaney. One down. Nice job of Josh Fisher backing up third base just in case of a tag up. Jack Goodman, who made that very, very costly error at the plate. Good eye. He had a fairly easy, slow grounder hit to him, and he threw the ball up the home plate side of first base, which opened the floodgates a little bit. Inside move by Fisher. Palmer staying right there. Umpire Berkta made no doubt about that called strike. I don't like that. Bad things can happen. That ball ends up at center field. Palmer's at home plate. You can fall in love with your pickoff move, and Josh has a real, real good one. Palmer's not going to steal third, no way, so why go to second base for a pick? Pepperdine University, home of Dennis Johnson, number 3 for the Boston Celtics, now deceased. Beautiful, beautiful campus. And there's a free pass. Puts the force in play. This is going to be the last inning for Josh Fisher, no matter what. Oh, it hit him. Base is juice now. He's going to get his boo-boo rubbed out there by the first base coach. Big first baseman Cornett swings and takes a mighty cut. He wants to hit that over the softball fence. There's a fly ball in the left field. Runner's going to tag Palmer. He scores easily. And it's 3-2. That ball was hit right on the screws. Cooper was right there. There's a called strike. Connor Kelly warming up in the pen. Medfield runner at second, and Paharic playing a little game of cat and mouse. Trying to get in Josh's head. A little delayed strike call there. Locke tried to pull that one in. Try to steal a strike. Ball gets away from the bullpen catcher. Time called by Berktaw. Ball had a lot of spin on that. Fisher to the set. To the plate. Strike three. Grab it. Third we go. Josh Fisher finished off his last batter with a little gusto. Had a good outing. It's nice to get your last batter out with a nice punchado, as Pedro Martinez would say. The ball up high by Palmer. Big cut by Dylan Locke. It's nothing but air. Ball in the dirt. $21. 2 balls and a strike. $31. He could be selective, Locke. Got to be right in there to take a hack. And he's going to take a free pass. A 90-foot pass. Pay no money. Let's see what wheels Locke has. Cam Jarrett stepping in, the cleanup hitter today. Oh, I don't know. I didn't like that one. Thought that was inside. Palmer tried to snap that one off, but it ended up a few inches behind home plate. He's got a really good move, that Palmer. Almost had one guy dead. Not quite as good as Josh Fisher. To ground ball over to third base, over to second, over to first base, and that's a twin killing. Double play. 5 to 4 to 3. I would have beat it out if I was running. Two down and Andrew Gaughan stepping in. I'm surprised his brother Brian's not down here after all the games he attended of his. Ho ho. Andrew's showing a lot of confidence up at the dish. He used to wear his emotions on his sleeve. Strike two. You knew what happened when he was younger. Like to get dirty when he was younger as a catcher. There's strike three. Coach Simos sent his ace out to the mound. That's a surprise. Brett Nickerson, the center fielder, leading off, followed by Collins and Shirtliff. Counts even now. O'Connor Kelly ran out to the bullpen. There's a fly ball in the center field. Mulvaney camped under it. Makes the grab. 1 out. Collins, I think, has a home run on the season. Maybe that was against Holliston. There's a strike. John Ritz on camera, Larry Sacklad on play-by-play, and Larry Sacklad on color. Coach Simos probably asked Josh how he felt. And, of course, the pitcher's going to say, I feel fabulous. Ball low. Well, Josh Fisher got called up as a freshman. Very, very emotional. Didn't make the team, but did as a sophomore and was co-aces with Brendan Kelly. Started a playoff game against Stoughton. Picked 2 runners off of first base, which was hilarious. Pitched 6 innings. I think that's his second walk. Tom Shirtliff, the left fielder, up. That was not a very good bunt. Another ball gets away from the bullpen. Looks like Medfield wants to play a little small ball after they murdered Holliston and Westwood. Stray balls are going to kill people. Josh Fisher taking a look over to first. That was a lousy move. But there was some thought behind that throw over to first base. I can't tell you what it is, but I know what it is. Maybe if you ask me privately, I'll tell you. That was a beautiful pitch to the number 9 hitter. The fly ball to right field. Easy play. Easy breezy. Mike Burney, there's 2 down. 3-2, Hopkinton over the Medfield Warriors. Home of Kurt Schilling and Kurt Schilling Field. Runner at first getting a little extra. There it is. You're done. See you later. Go home. You got picked off. Right Palmer's still out on the hill. So definitely Josh Fisher, a.k.a., is a fly ball in the left field. Left fielder ranging over. Short left. Definitely going to squeeze that one. Josh Fisher's day is done, a.k.a. the pick master. The pick master of the Tri-Valley League. Would have had 2 pickoffs if he didn't fake out his first baseman, Waters. The pick master is a strike called to none other than Johnny Waters. There's a 2 spot. It's a ground ball to third base. It's picked up, thrown over across the diamond. 2 down. My cousins, Hector and Tina Sacklad from Albany, New York, are tuning into the game. Good old cousin Hector. Bunt foul by Bernie. You'll have to excuse me. I don't have a lot of institutional knowledge on a lot of these players. I just have Connor Kelly, Josh Fisher, Paharic. John Zach coaching third base. My dear, dear friend, father of Brett McIntyre, just came back from South Carolina. A swing and a miss. Eating barbecue down there. His son, member of the Three Musketeer outfield, graduated from Clemson University. Hoo-ha. Strike 3. Top five, Connor Kelly in to replace Josh Fisher, who had an outstanding outing. Is a line drive into center field. Squared that one up beautifully. Connor's got a better than average fastball, but a really filthy curveball. Coach Simo said, hey, Connor, don't mess things up. Well, he was warming up. So what's he do with the first pitch? Serves up a base hit in the center. Kelly does not have near the pickoff move that Fisher has. As was just demonstrated. But Coach Simons will make that call from the bench as to whether to go over or not with Kelly. Foul back. Kelly keeping the runner close there with a slide step. No high leg kick. Apparently Palmer must be quick with his feet. There he goes. Ground ball foul. So if I were Connor Kelly and seeing that kid take off, meaning Palmer, he looks over one time and goes to the plate. I would look over twice. Mix it up a little bit. Because he knows one time and swing and a miss. And you can go back to the bench, Mr. Folan. Oh, Colin Kelly's father, I spoke to him a couple of years ago, claims that he only has a 72-mile-an-hour fastball. My mother's 88, and hers is about 71. So I think that's propaganda. His fastball's got to be much higher than 72. Come on, Connor, look over twice. Not close, but trying to keep him close. Scores 3-2. Top five, Hopkins and Turf Field. There's a pop-up, and that'll be out of play. Home plate umpire Jake Berkta has had a pretty clean game behind the plate. I don't have many complaints. 1-1 the count. One down. And he got him. I don't know. I might have to take that back, but that was a nice pickoff. And Palmer threw his helmet, the dugout. He didn't appreciate being taken off the base paths. Not even close. Jack Goodman. Coach Simos told me to look out for him before game time. I wish the third base coach would get out of my way. Thank you. Because his curveball is a thing of beauty. Here's a ground ball to third. Picked up by Gone, over to first base and got him. Ties the side. So, middle of 5, 3-2, Hopkins and Hillers. Welcome back to the turf field at Hopkinton. Bottom of the 5th. 3-2. Hopkins and Hillers over the Medfield Warriors. What a game we got going here. And there's a ball hit to Folan. Didn't drop in front of him like it did earlier in the game, and there's one down. 4-0 at the softball field. Tom Nappy reporting into me. Things are moving very, very slowly. He thinks the softball game will end after this baseball game. Nick Baharek up. Swings right through that one. Looks like Palmer, who got picked off and wasn't happy about it, still got some gas. There's a pop-up. And it's really the shortstop or second baseman's ball, but Palmer went and got it anyway. It had some reverse spin on it. He would have been embarrassed if he dropped it. It's 5-0. The Hopkins and girls beating the Medfield Warriors. And that's easy. 1-2-3 inning. Collins snags that one. So at the end of 5, it's 3-2 Hopkinton. Top six, Hopkinton ahead 3-2 over Medfield. It's a ball upstairs. Connor Kelly out for second inning. I missed that one because the third base coach was blocking me out. It's a foul ball. It's going to be out of play. Ben Leonard, the catcher. Papera, who played first base the other day, the 6'6" kid. Ball's in the dirt. 2-1. He was on ball shagging duty. Cast a shadow near me. I had the count wrong, or Game Changer had it wrong. Leadoff walk to Leonard. Kelly throws right over the top. Sam Cornett, the first baseman. Big boy. Ground ball to shortstop. Easy hop over to second base. Over to first. That's the twin killing right there. Bang, bang. 6-4-3. Made order. Served up nicely on a silver platter, that double play. Ryan Murray, the right fielder, with 2 down. Looks at a called strike. Kelly backs off the rubber. Looks in for the sign. Ooh. Did you feel that breeze? Ooh. It's getting a little hot over here. Thank you very much. Well, he finds himself down 0-2. Curveball. There it was, but he didn't get the corner. That's his out pitch. Yeah. Go back to the dugout, young man. Tom's going to kill me, but I just forgot. This is the first game. when he's younger. Dylan Locke and Cam Jarrett after him. We get 3, 4, and 5 in the order. Palmer's still out there. Ball low. He's got to be tiring. No warm-up activity for Medfield. Not any that I can see anyway. That ball is hit down the first base line, and it's a fair ball. Just inside the chalk. That had a sting. Right off his knuckles down the first base line. Sorry for the delayed call there, but had a bad angle there. Brings up the 4-hitter, Cam Jarrett, the senior. The Clarkson boy. That's a pick over. Being up 1 run, Coach Simos does not want to give away outs. Got to play it safe. That ball gets past the catcher. That's a WP. Palmer reached back for a little extra there, and he threw the ball wild. We'll score that one a wild pitch. Runner in scoring position for Jarrett. There's a bunt. Attempt. Pulls it back. Coach Simos may be playing mind games with Palmer here. Middle infield not keeping Locke close. I got to believe Palmer's getting tired. 3 balls and no strikes. That gets past the catcher. Run down to third, and he's safe. Should have stuck a fork in that ball. He boxed it around, the catcher did, Leonard. And Locke snagged third base. Pad run is 90 feet away. There's a ground ball. Second base holds the runner at third. 1 down. Infield was playing all the way in, all the way around. Playing in on the grass, here's Andrew Gahn. Outfield playing in shallow. That left fielder is in dangerous territory. Big cut by Andrew Gahn. There's a ground ball, and that's through into right field. There's a ribby for Andrew Gahn. He's got a big grin on his face. I gotta believe. And it's 4-2, Hopkinton. 4 runs for Hopkinton, 2 for Medfield. Andrew's got good speed over there. Ball up high. And there's some warm-up activity. 25 runs coming into today's game for Medfield. And here comes little Zoom conference at the mound. They all got their masks on, their gaiters, bandanas, whatever they're wearing. I guess that's what they would call it, a Zoom meeting at the mound. One out, One ball, no strikes. Andrew gone over at first base. Does not want to get picked. Ball outside. Two and 0. Palmer has definitely got to be tiring. You heard the umpire call outside. Three donkeys. And that's going to be 4 donkeys. And the body language on Palmer is not good. And here comes the Medfield manager out. And he's going to take Sam Palmer out. So with the score 4-2, Hopkinton in the bottom of the 6th inning. We'll be back in a moment. The pitch for Medfield to relieve Sam Palmer. 2 men on, 1 out. See what Mr. Donahue has in store. A foul tip. Base hit would be nice right here. 5-3, girls. Hopkinton over Medfield. Could be a long ride home for Medfield. Ball 1-1. Andrew gone over there at first base. He had that nice RBI. Matt Cooper at first and Johnny Waters. Or was he pinch hit for? There's a ball outside. Donahue doesn't appear to have near the stuff that Palmer had. Palmer pitched a good game, but Hopkins Hiller's gotten his head a little bit. Plus he got picked off. That never helps. The swing and strike. Donahue's got a brother on this team. I think his name's Steve, but let me check the book. Scott. Strike 3. The catcher lost track of the outs. He was heading back to the dugout. That's what he was doing. Mike Burney to the plate, number 21. Called strike. Not big in size, Bernie. Be a dirt dog. Scrappy. 4-2. Hillers over the Warriors. Big cut. Finds himself down 0-2. Will Coach Simos send gone? One look back by Donahue. And it's a swing and a miss. So at the end of 6, the score is Hopkins and Hillers 4, Medfield Warriors 2. Be back in a moment. For Medfield, 7, 8, and 9. If they're going to do something, it's going to be with the bottom of the order. I'd hate to see them turn over the order and get to Palmer with the very first pitch of the game over the center fielder's head for an inside the park home run. And there's a fly ball, foul. Just a tad bit out front of that pitch, just a tad bit. If Hopkinton pulls this one out, I would say, it's my own personal opinion, that would be an upset. Kelly tried to break one off there. It was in the dirt. 1-1. Bullpen activity for Hopkinton. It's too dark. I can't tell who it is. Little conference between Locke and Kelly. Make sure they're on the same page. Outfield is very, very deep. They don't want balls hit over their head. No way, no how. Bergtag going to go out and break up that conversation. I'm sure that Medfield bench will be riding Kelly. You can hear him over there making noise. Two balls and a strike. 3 balls and a strike. Kelly doesn't want to be overthrowing here. Let them get themselves out. Not a big fan of the masks, but it is the plague. There's a pop-up down the left field line. That'll be out of play. Come on, Connor, break one off here. Bend his knees. And that's what he did. Ooh. Use that weapon. Strike 3. Called. Reverse K in the book. I've just put it in there. The backwards K. 1 down. Jack Collins to the plate. Oh, a lot of emphasis added on that strike call by Bergtaw. Levine hasn't done much out on the bases except call a couple of guys out at first for pickoffs. Josh Fisher in the line for the win. Ooh. That was close. 2-1. I'm getting messages from all over the country. There's a ground ball up the first base line. Kelly covering, and he gets the out at first base. Scored that 3-1. You should be fielding your position in high school ball. He got over there right away. That's what you do in spring training. Pitchers fielding practice, PFP. 2 down now. 1 more out to go for Hopkinton. Look good. Come on up. Call a strike. There's a line drive into left field. They're still alive, and their number 1 hitter, Palmer, he's up. Coach Simos barking out orders. Easiest base. Look at how deep those outfielders are. Nothing over their heads. Wow. Just about ready to pull the trigger, Palmer was, but he didn't expect that breaking pitch. Oh, come on, Bergtaw. You got to call that a strike. I don't think Medfield will send that runner and run into the third out. That would surprise me. Nobody asking for help. Check. 2-1. Things getting a little tight. 2-run lead, though. Yeah, it's a strike. Ah. Now you're down to your last strike. I don't know. I'm making a prediction. He's going to bend one on the outside corner of the plate. Freeze him. There was a villain on the Batman series called Mr. Freeze. Will Connor Kelly pull a Mr. Freeze on Sam Palmer? Well, Locke and Kelly and Coach Simos are going to talk about it. Will he throw over to first base once? Coach Simos, all the years he's been coaching, has got a head full of good ideas. That's what he did. He bent one over. I don't think Coach Simos will be afraid to give him the curveball back to back. It's his best pitch. And there it is. Over to first. Ball game is over. Hopkins and Hillers take down the mighty Medfield Warriors 4-2 here at a Hopkinton turf field. I would say this is an upset. Ball game over. The winning pitcher is Josh Fisher. Teams will come out and shake hands. There may be a little bad blood there, but that's kind of tough luck. So, to wrap it up, score is Hopkins and Hillers 4, Medfield 2, and there's no handshake at home plate, but that may be COVID rules. We will talk to you next time.